Okay, it's time for a quick update video on what's going on here at Shaw's Garage. Thought we'd do the odd rod update first, and then we'll show where we're at on the 49 F1. Haven't done a lot this winter due to cold weather, and been busy in the other part of our business. But anyway, we're beginning to get ready for the beginning of 2024 race season. And in the last video, I think we showed what we were doing with the new dash in this truck, and finally got it finished. And I'm real happy with it. I got all the gauges hooked up and tack mounted. All the trim on the gauges. Hard to video in here. Glove box, ashtrays. Pretty much a stock looking dash with just a few little tweaks. So it looks a little more like an old truck that was turned into a race car. Never did like the other dash, so this makes me a lot happier. We've also almost got our new G-Force 4-speed installed. Long vertical gate shifter, and had to make a new transmission cross member for it, and we're modifying the tunnel. It's out right now. It's over here. I've got to make a little more room for the shifter, and we also got a little clearance problem with the seat that we're going to have to get worked out, but got to wait till Mr. Ben gets back off the road, and since shifter position has got to fit the driver real well. And I think I showed in the last video we had already mounted the seats, and of course we take those in and out, changing transmission. So that's where we're at on that. We're real close to being ready to fire this thing up, and hopefully, if weather cooperates, we'll be testing in the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, trying to get ready for the first race in March. So anyway, not much happening under here. So on to the F1. We did get most of the exhaust built all the way back to the back of the cab, and I've started wiring. Let me back up a little bit. We had the cab off of it, I think, in the last video, so we finished patching the floor underneath, getting it cleaned and undercoated, firewall painted, and got it back on the chassis for hopefully the last time. So now we can start doing wiring and brakes, and it won't be too long till we'll be able to fire it off. We've got our solenoid mounted today. Had to do some radiator support rods, mainly so I'd have somewhere to route wires. So we've got the harness split coming out each side. The turnouts on the headers are actually block-off plates, which I think is going to work out good. With those on, they're basically blocking the headers, and the exhaust goes underneath, as you can see, and I think they're going to look cool. And then if we want to uncap the headers at the drag strip, all we got to do is just take the turnouts off. And back here we got battery box tacked in. A little more work to do on that, but that's going to be the location of the battery box. A buddy of mine got me 4 Hoosier Scuffs from Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. These have only got 1 weekend of racing on them, so they'll be good for us if we do a track event with this. These are actually the right size for the wheels I've got. And inside, like I say, we've started wiring. Got the you probably can't see it, fuse panels up under the dash, and just sort of started laying the harness out. And you can see down there we've got harness running to the back. I've got the floor pretty much in place. I've got the shifter built and in place, cut out, done, ready for the boot. Steering columns mounted for the last time. Can't really see it, but we actually have defroster ducts installed. And we have a heater, old school, opens it up, and it's also got defroster capability. And we also did electric wipers Can't really see anything in there, but we've got wipers hooked up, and I have discovered that the passenger side wiper is a rare option on these trucks, and I had bought the linkage to do that, and part of this wiper system actually used to be on the odd rod until we started taking everything off for weight, so I was able to reuse it on this cab. Also took the cowl vent off and kind of did a restoration of it, and that was a pain because all the screws rusted off, but we've got it working and got a seal on it and everything. So anyway, that's about it, I think. So it's just a matter of a lot more details to finish up, and hopefully we'll have this thing ready to fire off in a couple months. So thanks for watching.